Hi guys, my name is Uzman. Welcome to your very first Postman tutorial series. In our last session, we have seen what the Postman is and why we are using Postman and what are the basic functionality the Postman provides. Today we will see how we can make API request from Postman, and basically there are many type of API calls you can see in drop down here, but we will mainly focus on get, post, put, patch and delete. And these five API calls make our RESTful services. Our RESTful services are the way or protocol to access or communicate a remote server through HTTP protocol. So today let's see what the get API request is, how we can use get request from Postman. As name says, get means to retrieve records from a remote source, and that's it. This is how the get API works. For get method, we need to give here a URL, a remote URL. So for this example, I'm going to use OpenWeather API for our get request testing. So OpenWeather map gives us the sample requests, sample URLs for get requests. So let me copy this one and just paste it right here, and let's just first make a call. So I clicked on send, and this is how the response came from the server. Although this is a sample API, but this is live and giving us data, and the status of the call is okay, and its screen means we received data successfully. So let's discuss these tabs one by one. First tab is params. As we know, or you may know, that the params or the query strings can be given in URL. We can give parameters to our API in get request as a part of the URL. You can see we have given q is equal to London, UK, and it's showing the key here and the value here. Same as and we have app ID and its values here. It doesn't matter you change your params here or add directly here. For example, we give it my key data, and you can see it reflects changes in the URL. Same way, if you remove the key from URL, it gets removed on that form as well. So if you are good in writing the query parameters in URL, then you can go ahead and directly update the URL, and if you want, you can just add the params here and your URL will get updated automatically. So next tab is the authorization. Authorization is a way to secure your remote resources or remote system from anonymous or dangerous or malicious users. So as this is a sample API, there is no authorization involved on this API, but normally there are authorizations involved on API, so in that case we need to give any of the appropriate authorization with our request. This authorization is applicable for all 5 types of API calls, and we can just select our type of authorization here and we can give the value inside here if the authorization is required. We will see in detail in separate session that how to authorize an API and with different type of authorizations. So next tab is header. Header are the key pair values which we use to send from in request, and also in response we can see the headers as well. So to have a look on headers, we can just examine our, let me show you. If you go to Chrome and on your network tab and hit the API, same API we used in Postman, and if you go into details, the first tab is headers, and you can see there are plenty of headers which are going with our requests. So these headers are key pair values where there is a key and we have a value here, and in response we are getting the JSON data. Headers are of 2 types, mainly the response headers and the request headers. Request headers are those we use to send with the request, and response headers came back from server. Yep, that's all about the headers. The body means if you want to send data in a post call, post, put or delete, you can send the data in the body, in the request body. Only in get type of request we have to send our data as a part of the URL. So the body can be of any of these types: form data, www form, unencoded, raw and binary. We will explore these in detail later. So we will see in our coming session what is pre-request script and what is this test tab in detail. So I think that's all for today. This is how we can make a get request and request with parameters, how these parameters can be manipulated directly in URL or in that params section, params form. So that's it. Have a good day. Bye.